Thank you for watching our video. This show is sponsored by DreamStream. DreamStream is a unique platform where creators can monetize their video content. All creators rely on support from people like you. Join us on the DreamStream platform to support your favorite creator and view the episode without any adverts. Follow the link in the description for a how-to guide. DreamStream, a place where you can create yourself.
Whether it be heterosexual or homosexual love, love is love. And the severity of the fall, the dropping, and heck, the swooning, they will occur whether you're falling in love with a boy or a girl or anything in between for that matter. So in saying that, there is a thicker cloud of confusion, frustration, and fear that a queer individual struggle with on daily basis. It may not be necessarily all doom and gloom. Same-sex relationships can bring a sense of liberation, a build of identity, and most importantly, a holy revelation that your intimacy drive does exist. So, on Valentine's Day, we often examine our romantic relationships with a more critical eye, really. And the questions that we ask ourselves are that, are we getting what we need from our partners? Do our relationship look and feel the way we expect them to? So with all these assessments, and the answers differ basically, from those who are actually in queer relationships. That's another question. Do LGBTQI plus couples face additional challenges in making commitment work for them? It's another question. So today I am joined by an awesome couple that many refer to as the twins. And we are going to have a conversation with them. To learn about their journey as queer couple, and a very warm welcome to you guys.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. And welcome to you, and welcome to another episode of the Real Queer Talk with myself, Tolo, the inimitable one, Motaung. And thank you, for always making time to join me on this episode. Please do invite others to join us and check out what we are here to share. And if you are watching via DreamStream app, you are welcome to DM me at Tolo_Motaung on all my social media platforms to keep the conversation going. Otherwise, you can email me. My email address is on the bio. But if you are watching via the YouTube channel, please do subscribe and leave your comments below. Let's have the conversation going. So I have Cairo. And also I have
Andy.
Yes. Right. So and it's always a bit of a struggle to say who's Andy, who's Cairo.
That is so true.
Because at times you walk in and you look like,
Who's who? Yes.
So I'm going to ask that you introduce yourselves.
Okay.
All right.
Well, my name is Percy. Right?
Yeah.
My name is Percy. So Cairo is an AKA that I've been using for quite a while, for like years and years. You know how we do it on social media.
Yeah.
Yes. And then people know me as Cairo. So our company is House of Cairo.
Yeah.
Because we're struggling with the name. So I thought, okay, babe, instead of going through so much, why not use Cairo? Because it sounds very nice. I'm like, it's very catchy. So like, House of Cairo. So people like refer me to Cairo. Like, okay. But my name is Percy.
Yeah.
AKA Cairo. And then, you can introduce yourself, baby.
All right. So my name is Andile, but the name Andy actually comes from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
there's
because
a bit of affection there.
yeah. Because every time when people come, they're like, "Where's Andy? Where's Andy?"
Yeah.
So ever since then, people started knowing me as Andy instead of Andy per se. But then, I am Andy from Mamelodi. That's where I'm normally based, and that's where we live, me and my partner. And it has been a fantastic relationship that we've been through. So much that when we are living together, it has brought so much change into both our lives.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. And thank you for making to come and really, spend time to talk about love. Because for me, when I went through who can I talk to about love, I needed to talk to people that epitomize what love is in a true sense of it.
Yeah.
And in living it on daily basis, not just for the gram. Because
Yeah,
we know,
you know,
it's not for the gram.
Yeah, selling us dreams.
So I think hence I actually thought you,
of
you guys are the best, to be here and talk
Okay.
about love.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So guys, I want us to take it back, right? Where it all started. How did it, what was that first moment like?
Yo, thanks to Facebook, thanks to social media.
Yeah.
That's how it all started because I'm from Joburg and he's in Pretoria.
Okay.
Yeah, so our last story is very beautiful and very long, but I'll try to cut it short and
Cut
keep
it
it
short,
brief.
brief.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started on Facebook. He texted me, and then that was in 2012, 2011.
Okay.
Yes, we started talking like since 2011. So we had this uninterrupted communication, As much as I was doing my own stuff, because yeah, he was very far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was also up to no good as well. That I know. But one thing that I liked about our relationship was that regardless of what was happening, we're able to find our way back. We always cross like paths.
Yeah.
He's gonna call me, I'm gonna call him, he's gonna text me, as much as I was doing everything that he was doing. And then 5 years ago I moved to Pretoria.
Okay.
And then we've been staying together since. So
Amazing. So that's how many years now?
it's
No, it became official in 2012, by the way.
Okay.
So meaning obviously it's 12 years now.
it's 12 years now.
Yeah. 12 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's huge. That's
Thank
huge.
you.
It was unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, now my confidence is even higher that I'm talking to the right people right now. Okay. But what is it that prompted you to say, you know what, this actually is the one for me?
Okay, I guess
Well, I mean, I can say with that, it was the communication number one.
Yeah.
Whenever I spoke to him, like it doesn't matter what happened during the day. As I was in Pretoria, he was in Joburg, but we will communicate about everything. Whenever I would lose my aunt, my uncle, or I'm happy or I'm going out with friends, I had a bad day. I know I would even call around 1 a.m.
Wow.
He would answer,
Yeah.
and regardless of the distance. And believe you me, within that 12 years that we've been together, we only like saw each other face to face, I think 6 years ago.
No way.
Yeah. When we moved in together, that's the time we saw each other. But in that 12 years we've been together, we've been in communication. So after that, we're like, no, but you are the one.
Add to that, I'll also have to say it was the communication.
Yeah.
And him making time for me.
Yeah.
And me making time for him. It was never forced. Like nobody ever felt coerced. Like you had to make time. It was just natural. It was just organic. I would make time for him. Who would call? If I were to send him a call back,
Yeah.
I know he would call immediately. If I just text him, he's going to reply. So that's the thing about love. You need to find someone who's going to make it easy for you to have their attention. You don't need to put in the work to get someone who claims to love you. That's attention. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. You shouldn't fight for it.
You don't fight for it.
comes
It has to come
naturally.
Yeah.
naturally.
Because then it shows there's commitment
Yes.
in this.
Yes.
So that was our case. The constant communication, as we said, for how many years?
12 years.
More than, I don't know how many years. Not seeing each other, not knowing your face, just seeing the pictures.
I think that's what amazes me the most, because if one was overseas and the other was here, you'd understand, right? But I mean, Joburg and Pretoria just like an hour
It was
apart.
an hour.
But remember, at that point, it was school involved,
Makes
I was
sense.
still in
Oh,
school.
yeah.
he was also
And,
in school.
I was in school.
And
well.
obviously, apart from us making time for each other, I was still young at the day.
Yeah.
I was still a kid, and he was also still young. He was in university. You know how stressful universities can be,
can
and all those kind
be.
of things. So that's why we hardly even made time for each other. And
Meet in person.
Meet in
So
person.
take me to the moment of introducing one to the family.
it was not even introduction per se.
The
They just
introduction.
thought-
It was informal.
it was
No,
not formal. We just
it
rubbed
wasn't
it in
formal.
their face, and then they knew.
We,
Okay.
we just met. And then boom, that was it. Everybody saw it. We didn't explain to everybody, We didn't
Yeah.
sit the family
So,
down.
so
that-
they just
They just
put
saw
one.
they just, yeah. I mean, it's that easy.
But there
to
was
tell.
never issues about Other families would be, boy, what's going on?
No.
When is your friend leaving?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But the thing is, when we started living together, K-Sharp, we've met, we've seen each other for a while, and then when we moved in together, I was not around.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
I was in Pumalanga, and then my baby called him like, "Hey, Andy, I'm coming. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming with my brother." I'm like, "No, it's okay. You can come through. Then I told my brother, I'm like, "Hey, bruh, so-and-so is coming. So just be expected.
Yeah.
Then when they came through, I was in Pumalanga. He kept calling. I was in a family function. So he kept calling. Every 2 minutes, I'm like, "No, don't worry. I have people with you." He's like, "No, the person who gave me his numbers is not picking. Can you just check up on them? I'll check up. Hey, bra, Pella, don't forget, these people don't know Pretoria." Like, "Nah, don't worry. I have them." So it was that kind of communication. And then when I pulled through, they got welcomed. Even on the first weekend after we moved in together, they went to an unveiling with my mom.
Okay.
On my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now, welcome to the show. I ain't never
Are you a musician?
I know. My eyes on the prize until I die. I'm gonna rise like
The Dream Stream Music Studio is now available on Sundays for only 295 rands per hour.
we work for a fall in line. We gon' give it all until the end of time.
It includes a 12-channel desk, a variety of mics and cables, electronic drum kit, and a laptop for recording. Terms and conditions apply and booking is essential. Contact studio at dreamstream.co.za for a site visit.
And he was
Everyone,
not
I was not
me
there
and my
even
mother-in-law.
because I went to church. He was there with my mom. They gave him their phones and everything. That's when my uncle passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
So-
that very
that
same
day,
weekend.
yes.
Yes.
So my brothers were calling and all that. He was done picking up the phone. So like, "Hey,
Because
can you
his
please
mother
give
was
mom?"
giving the phones to Auntie because they didn't want to leave the event. They were still drinking.
So they're like, "Can you please?" So already he was the in-law.
Yeah.
Without even introducing or anything, he was already the in-law. And my cousins, when they put it like, "Yo, Andile, umuntu wakho," I'm like, "Umuntu wami wenzeni?"
Well, I'm going to introduce myself to the family. I did that. Because they were expecting a friend, right?
Yeah.
And Andy has so many gay friends that always come to his house.
Yeah.
So, well, with my family, I moved into Pretoria after my mom passed on.
Oh.
But my mother already knew that there was
There
an
was Andy
Andy.
there.
Okay.
Because he used to call me, so I'd lock myself in my mother's room, to talk to him. So everybody knew in their house, whenever I'm getting these long phone calls, it's Andy. My brother knew that, this guy Andy. So he's never
So,
seen him
so you
before.
had made sure that you stamp it.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
And then
not?
that was it. So after moving to Pretoria, his mother, what can I say? She's not homophobic. She's a Christian woman.
She's
She
just
goes
too
to
traditional.
church, and she is too traditional. I mean, you understand people who are born like,
yeah,
it's not easy for them to adapt. Like she has sons.
yeah.
Oh, she has boys only.
So she's
She has
expecting Abu Makut.
expectations. All of them, they have to bring Bomakutis in their house. So Andy is here, bring a boy home, of which I got there. Yeah, I was just that friend because it was awkward at first, us getting to meet, like, laying eyes on each other. Okay, this is Andy, this is me. Okay, what do we do from here? But we became so comfortable. I think after 2 weeks or so with each other, then that's when we started like being all lovey-dovey in the house, cuddling, and his mother would just give us a side eye, like,
Okay.
all right.
I'm seeing you.
I can see what's going on here. But yeah, she's been cool with it. She never complained. She's the best mother.
And she's very supportive.
So tell me, how have you made sure over the years that you keep your relationship solid and that you're consistent in that
when it all
relationship?
started, communication is the best of everything.
It's the key.
Is the key, number one. Before we can even get to the rest, communication is number one. Because remember, if you don't talk about things, you're not gonna find solutions. If you don't talk about things, you're not gonna come with ideas. You're not gonna be like, if for example you see that the relationship is failing and you're not saying anything about it, it is gonna collapse.
Yeah.
But if you communicate, you can see the flops and then you'll be able to fix them, try to come up with solutions and all that.
Yeah.
And even with growth as partners, when you communicate, you try to find balance, because we all understand that we are different people, irrespective of where you are, where you are from. We are all different people. And even with siblings, siblings don't get along by themselves. So imagine now taking a stranger and you are staying with that person in a house. You need to make sure that when you communicate, it creates that bond. You're like, okay, this person is actually my blood. This person, whenever we communicate, we can find those loopholes that cannot be fixed. We can kind of find a balance to them, just to make sure that everything runs smooth, just to make sure that the 12 years that we are at right now continues to grow and grow and grow and grow to be more years.
A controversial question, right? Many a times we are asked, so who's the man, who's the woman, right? I'm curious to know that for you guys, how have you managed the issue of gender roles in your relationship? Because I know relationships are different. For other people, it becomes such an issue, right? Because there are also expectations that you should be, playing this role, I'm playing this role. How have you been able to manage that?
Well, in terms of roles, I guess they negate the whole homosexuality or homosexual relationships. I guess they nullify everything because people don't really understand. They misconstrue the whole homosexuality relationships. Okay, there's a man, there's a woman. That's number one. But I guess in our case, it applies in a way where we both understand that he's a man and I'm also a man, right? So then there are no gender roles in that sense. First of all, I love cooking. I do all the cooking in the house. I am good at it, and that's why I'm doing it. It's not because I'm expected to cook. No, I cook because I can.
Doing it.
Yes, and he can't cook. It's not an issue. And I hate doing the laundry. Andy,
It does that.
he does the laundry. He knows whenever there's laundry, it's his job, not mine. Cleaning, we both clean.
Okay.
I can also use a shovel. I mean, I'm a dude after all. I know how to tend to the garden.
But you don't have to. As much as you don't have to.
No, it's just that it's just that pertaining to gender roles, straight people assume that if there's two men dating or two men dating, the one who is more feminine should be in the kitchen, and the one who's masculine has to do all the manly duties. But then I guess even with lesbians, I'm not really sure how they do it. But I guess we just need to share duties, and
You know what? I think what I appreciate the most from what I'm hearing is the fact that you're saying, I'm comfortable with this, he's comfortable with this.
Exactly.
And it's working well for us.
There's balance. Right? We are balancing each other.
Perfect. So you're walking in a mall, you're going to events, you're walking in the streets. There could be some stuff said, some stuff done. How do you protect each other from homophobic things that are said or acts that are done towards you?
Well, to start off with that, the first thing, my partner is very blind. That's number one.
Blind.
He's blind because when we go to events, we go to malls, he's
the vigilant one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pay more attention to the surroundings.
Okay. So now with him, the reason why I'm saying he's very blind is because when it comes to homophobia, I mean, you can't attend to something that you don't even see.
Yeah.
You can't attend to something that you don't even hear.
Yeah.
And if you don't hear it, it doesn't bother you. You understand?
You let it be.
Yes, you let it be. So with me, whenever I hear things or whenever I would see people giving some harsh names or whatnot, if I heard it and he didn't hear it, it's okay, we move.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And then I'm the one who'll be reminding him,
Yeah, he's the one who it's not just me I like,
and then
talking about
that one,
no, that one, the other one.
The other
yeah. And to break through all that, we become the center of attention. I'm like, okay, I'm you, you are me. Everything else that's happening doesn't matter.
We just walk tall. That's what we do. Because it's, well, as for me, since I was 3 years old, 4 years, 5 years, I've always been that guy. You would see me from in front of kids. There's that one, So you always see me. So I grew up like getting a lot of attention, you know. When I would walk out of the house, I knew that all eyes are going to be on me.
Okay.
So, you know, it got to a point where I was like, because it was after matric.
Yeah.
After I did grade 12, because while I was in high school, I was a bit contained, you know. I was not too colorful.
Oh.
I was gay though,
Yeah.
but I was not just like out there. So after matric, I was like, I'm done with school, so why not?
Let me
And
be
then I
me.
started having colorful hair, you know.
Need a photo studio? The Dreamstream Photo Studio includes a 2.7-meter PVC backdrop in black and white and is available for only 115 rands per hour. You can also rent a Canon R6 and lights. All rentals are for studio use only. Terms and conditions apply. Contact studio at dreamstream.co.za.
Thank you, Ben, for coming out tonight. My name is Son of Augustine.
Yeah, wearing whatever I wanted.
Beyonce.
And then the eyes got even more, like I got more attention. And that made me not to pay attention to what people were saying about me.
Yeah.
I would just walk. I don't care what you say. I mean, it doesn't affect me in any way, and I can't change the way.
And at the end
people
of the
think.
day, it's your opinion.
True.
How
stick to
should
it.
you
You
Just an
understand?
opinion.
Yeah.
So when we work together with my partner, we do get a lot of attention, and we continue doing our thing. If you wanna come to us, yeah, we'll give you our
Choose the
attention.
positive ones. If you
Yeah.
come with the negative one, Shem,
Turn a
bye.
blind eye.
And talking about attention, right? With the kind of work that you do, you are in fashion.
Yes, yes.
And I want you to share with us that in fashion, what is it that you do? Because it is a definite thing wherever you go, when you walk in, people pay attention.
Well, when it comes to fashion, you know how? Okay. We started off with underwear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, underwear was our
Official
first
business launch
Yeah.
was.
I think that's how I knew you guys.
Yes, it was through underwear.
Yeah.
And most people know I was through underwear. It was during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing my first year in fashion school. So, yeah, you know, we're studying online and I had so much time on my hands. So, like, I can't just stay at home and do nothing, you know? So, he was always a tailor. He's been, like, sewing for years and years and years.
Okay.
Yeah. I started, like, years ago, 4 years ago. And
Five.
yeah, so maybe.
It's fine.
So I was like, I have this idea, you know. I saw jock straps, and I know that the LGBTQI family would love that.
They
So
love
why not?
things.
Yeah, exactly. So we started sampling during COVID, and then people started buying. And then after the first year, and then that's when we started exploring more like fashion.
Yeah.
But our fashion is more of, in a sense, androgynous.
Okay.
Yes, we just want to cater for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we do. We are flamboyant designers. We just want everyone to feel happy, to be
Yeah.
confident.
Yeah.
That's our fashion. That's what we do. We do everything.
Yeah, we do everything.
Yeah.
We have no boundaries. Male, female, J.
I love it.
LGBT, DST.
Oh,
know,
for everyone and
forever,
everybody,
yes.
right? And by the way, I am dressed by them today. It is
Wow.
black and white number. It is them, and not the first time though. We've attended. Konji, what was the award?
The Fiasa.
The Fiasa Awards last year, and I also got a moment of getting attention because I was dressed by them.
By them.
All right, all right. And I'm just curious that you've worked with different people.
Yeah.
And from people that you've worked with, can you think of someone that you really enjoyed working with that person, and why was that for you?
Well, with me,
I guess it will have to be the Swaziland show that we went to. The team there.
yeah, the Swaziland,
Yeah.
Swaziland fashion show. I think
Yeah.
it will be
It
the
was
best.
amazing. Yes.
Because
It's the one you showcased last year.
yes,
Yeah.
towards
You
the end
showcased
of the
that
year.
last year,
Yes.
yeah.
The reason why I would say out of all, it's the biggest, or it's one of our biggest achievements.
Highlights for
is
us,
that,
yeah.
you know, as much as we get attention from everywhere, right? when we go to Swaziland, we got the best treatment ever. You know, as much as we are, you know, when you're a designer, you are nobody in a sense, because you
You're
most of the
behind the
time you are
scenes.
behind the scenes. People don't know you. But then when we got there, we felt so you know, important, because with everything that was happening, we were the first people to consult with. You know, even though there were other designers from South Africa that
It was like House of
invited and
Cairo,
everything.
House of Cairo.
Everything just was House of Cairo, House of Cairo. When the models were doing their preparation in the group chat, everyone was like, guys, House of Cairo has arrived, you know? And it like, we felt so important. When we got there, everyone was just so excited to see us. And as much as we also get excitement from South African citizens, but that side, it became more important because these are people that we don't even know. You know, it's people we are not even expecting. Like when you go to Swaziland, imagine you are in a different country, but you are embraced like you've always been there. You know, like you are a star of their country, and at that point you are just a nobody.
Oh
like,
man, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. And anyone prominent that you'd like to dress someday?
Baby, I don't know. What about
prominent.
Yeah.
Oh, Beyonce, obviously.
you? Beyonce.
If we
But in
dress
South
Beyonce,
Africa, it has to be
dream come
Bonang.
true.
In South
yeah, in
Africa,
South
it'll be
Africa, it's
Bonang.
Bonang.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah,
dress
she's the
Bonang,
girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know with you guys, once you get to dress such people, how the prices are.
You know
Yeah.
what, my friend?
We no
The
longer
prices
going
are
to,
already-
we're no longer going to afford you.
the prices are already so.
They're already complaining.
As soon as you contact, just know you must have the budget.
So tell me, when people want to work with you, they want you to dress them, how do you work? How do they get to access your services?
Okay, well, we are there on social media. You can
Yeah.
either contact us on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, House of Cairo, everywhere.
You're also on Google. If you Google
also
House
on
of Cairo,
Google,
you can find us there.
find us there.
Yeah.
Even the simplest way.
Just Google. Just go to Google and say House of Cairo.
then
It will show you all the
Yeah.
details,
Yeah.
including our address and
Yeah.
our numbers. That's how you can get us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. So you said you are dynamic in terms of the stuff that you design. So do you also style people without necessarily designing for them?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
Because normally when you go to events, if a person wants to be dressed by us, right, we normally don't design anything from scratch, you know.
Okay.
Because remember, now it's just an exchange of what can I say, services, right?
Yeah.
You are a prominent person, you want to be dressed. I can't take my resources and my finances to create something for you that I won't benefit from, you know. So in that sense, we're like, okay, Sharp, we have a wardrobe.
Yeah.
We can shuffle from what we have so that you can get the look that you want.
Okay.
But we can't design something specific for you because you're not gonna pay for that thing. you
Unless
know?
if you do pay for
But
it.
if you pay for it, then we
can
can
do
be
that
like,
from
okay,
scratch.
Bona, we make you 1 in the million because this is your money, right?
Yeah.
So you need to get what you paid for.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
But then other than that, come on, whatever that we have, we dress.
We can style
When
you
a person
because-
wants to be styled, Bona, the wardrobe is full.
Yeah.
You can choose whatever that you want. You can just come through. We'll dress you up, do samples, do whatever. And then from there, you'll decide on what look you want to go with. And then we take it from there.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Back to love.
Yes.
Back to
The
love.
month of love.
I want us to play a little game
Okay.
as we wrap up this.
All right.
Right. As we're wrapping up this, because I'm always curious about the dynamics in a relationship, and I think also it gives us an opportunity to learn from other relationships in terms of what are some of the things that we can pay attention to that can help strengthen our relationships. Right. So Andy, you feel loved when Cairo does what for you?
Answer the question. All right. Okay. I would say, okay, what can I say?
I'll be back to a lot of things for you.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I can't even pick from all of them. But okay, with me, it's the mornings. You know.
I can answer that for you.
Baby, I'm not
Don't disturb him. Don't disturb him. You're protected. You can
Yeah. You know, Upiwam, when he prepares food for me, that's all.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I feel.
But what's your favorite?
Yeah.
Pancakes.
That's my pancake.
But whenever I prepare pancakes for you, I stop it.
Mara, baby, you know me, I love food. I would
But
never
you know,
say
whenever I prepare pancakes for you, you became
yeah, but yeah, in
excited.
order for me to be excited, that's pancakes. For
Yeah.
me. Yeah. If I know, because he knows, man. If maybe we would fight or anything, he knows when he makes pancakes.
That's it.
Sold to the highest
How,
bidder.
baby, how can you
And for
forget?
You feel loved when he does what for you?
I thought that was a question for him.
And it's for you as well.
Totally coffee.
Oh yeah, he always brings me coffee every morning.
Oh man.
He wakes up before me. So as soon as I wake up, it's either I text him if he's inside the house. I'm like, baby, bring coffee for me. Or he's gonna come and check on me if I'm already up. And then it's gonna make me coffee.
Guys, you're making me jealous.
No. I mean, that's all I can do. I can't
Every
cook so
day.
Like, do you understand? This is real love. This is not just for the gram. This is a daily thing.
Yeah, it is a daily thing.
It is.
Oh, okay. So, Cairo, if you were to thank Andy for something special that they have done for you, what would that be?
If I had to thank him with a gift, maybe.
No, for something that he's done for you.
For me.
Yeah, like looking
What would
back.
it be that he has done for me?
Yeah.
He's done so much.
But what is that one thing that comes to mind first? That you know when you think of it, like
baby, hold here.
for this
Can
one,
you do
thank you.
I'm trying to think. That's a difficult one to answer because, as I said, he has done so much. Like, I'm thankful for everything that he has done for me.
Yeah.
You know, Andile is more of a lover. He's my brother. He's my best friend.
He's everything.
You know, one thing that I appreciate about him is that I can call him whenever, wherever I'll be at, and be like, baby, in Zongland, he's going to drive and come fetch me. Yeah, so that'll be it. He's always there.
He's always
Yeah, I can be stranded.
he always has your back.
Always, all the times.
Can you like thank him now? Like
Even like me.
you guys know. And for you, what?
Oh, well, I would also say like my partner has done so much for me, hey. But the one thing that I'll be grateful for, that he has done for me thus far, is making me go back to school. I could say that's the number one thing that I would thank him for, you know, because when he came through, like I was just a person who just was living, just wanted to live my life and didn't care about much. But when he came through, he reminded me of the importance of education.
Yeah.
And then when I took that opportunity, I got there. I didn't know anything about university. And here I am today.
A graduate.
You know, all because of him. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would do anything in the world just for that.
Andy, can you look Cairo in the eyes and tell him of one thing that you wish that you can accomplish together in this lifetime? That, you know, if you can accomplish that and you say, look, if I die now, I'll be the happiest person ever.
He already knows.
It does.
Do I? No, he's been hiding stuff from me.
Is that? Okay, don't spoil the moment. All right, don't spoil the moment, please.
I'm listening.
Okay, but you remember the promise that I
Oh, you see? He's talking about the promise that that he's been hiding.
Okay, I'm
from-
not here. This is your moment. I'm not here.
But I want to know the promise because I know the promise that you've made years ago, but I don't know what that promise is.
But I told
So,
you.
okay.
It's
Okay.
my time to say
Okay,
it
you don't even have to tell us.
No, but then I told you, Guti, I would rather leave or I would rather die when I see you, as long as our brand number one can be where I want it to be, and we reach financial stability that we are looking for. In that sense, then I would say, I've done my part. Build you a house that you've always wanted. I know that you don't like cars, but
I'm a professional passenger, brother.
I know that you don't love cars. So me building you the home that you've always dreamed for, that's my biggest.
Spot on. I was right.
Oh man, that's beautiful. How did that make you feel?
You don't want to know. I want to cry. I'm getting emotional. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! Because I've been struggling to guess what is it that he's been promising me over the years.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to guess, but I was like, I'd be doubtful. Is this it? But yeah,
But now you know.
I've always knew
For
though.
sure.
Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
I love you too.
All right, guys, thank you so much for making time to really inspire us
Thank you for
to say,
having us.
this is authentic love. This is love that is not driven by other motives, but it's what comes from inside. And I think there are many people who lack that. There are many people that don't even understand what that means, and you coming here and sharing your story, I hope in some way it has inspired someone not to lose hope, because I always say that we are all meant to be with someone.
True.
Yes, my
It's just a matter of time that you get to meet the right person. Others are lucky enough to live to meet them early in life, others much later in life. Others, unfortunately, they never get to. But also because we go through so many experiences and we get hurt and we get traumatized, we get to a point where we build these big walls that even when the right person comes, you miss that opportunity because now you've got this protection around you.
It is hectic.
Yeah, but keep loving each other the way you
Love is beautiful.
Love is beautiful.
Baby, we'll drink to that.
We are cheering.
Love is beautiful. People mustn't give up.
is beautiful.
Love is beautiful, and it's possible.
And it is possible, hey?
Exactly.
And it is possible. And
People shouldn't give up.
and I think that's what we should appreciate, that it is possible. It's just a matter of meeting the right person and really exploring life with that person.
People shouldn't
and
give up.
Yeah.
Mara, another thing that's making people not to find love, it's because they are looking for people that are not looking for them. Because the ones that are looking for you, you don't want
Not
them.
one day. But could it be that social media has sort of put us in this mindset of wanting perfection?
But that's the thing. There's nothing that perfect, because even with us, we are not perfect. When we met each other, like things just happened automatically, but we knew we were not perfect.
I guess people miss the essence of being in a relationship. You understand? Being in a relationship is not about taking cute pictures, holding hands in public, and what's not. A relationship is supposed to grow you as a person. You're supposed to accomplish and achieve something
about
as a
benefits.
couple.
Yeah.
Which is why we're still together right now, because we have set goals for ourselves, not for myself alone.
Yes.
Because everything that I do, I'm always including him, and he always includes me in his plan. So you guys need to find to set goals as a couple. Make sure that when you are in a relationship, you're not in a relationship for the wrong reasons, for people. Yeah.
But then in the same breath, you'll find that others would usually get into these fights because the other one wants to hold the other one accountable, and the other one becomes uncomfortable with it. And it becomes like a control thing that is happening. How do you work around that dynamic?
Yeah, but I guess as people, we are not the same. Eh?
Yeah.
We are not-
but then,
definitely not.
what I could say is that, for example, with me and my partner, you cannot always be on top. You cannot always wanting to be right. You understand? So if maybe, for example, you find something challenging or you find something difficult, don't fight or don't fuss too much about it. Be the one who's calm and try to sort out the issue in a calm manner. If you see that the other one is fighting, and if you are the one who's fighting, let the other one be calm, because you cannot solve anything if you are all angry
don't
or
make
if
it
you
right.
are all high, because now it also open up wounds that are not even supposed to be put out there, but because you are angry, because you just want to vent, you just want to do this. So if he's high and you see that he's angry and he's shouting and everything, calm yourself down, relax. Eventually he'll calm down, and then it will be your turn to talk. It will be your turn to fix things.
I got that. I hope you also got it, because it is just so beautiful, man. That love, it shows that love is beautiful, but it at the end of the day, you are the one who allows yourself to love and be loved. You know, open that space, and always remember that you have another person with you, and you can think differently, you can see things differently, but you need to be able to give each other space to get to understand the other person's view and why they think how they think. All right, so as we wrap up, as per usual, we look at the myths and the fact. And today the myth is sexuality or romantically attracted or being romantically attracted to both men and women or to more than one sex. It's basically that when you are a bisexual, you actually are in that space. So more of you dating two people at the same time.
Yeah.
So the perception is that when you're bisexual, you're dating a boy and a girl at the same time.
Hey, that's what they always
So
do.
that is a myth actually,
Yeah.
because a bisexual person, and I want to quote what Ruben Och actually how Robin explained it, and I quote, the potential to be attracted romantically and or sexually to people of more than one sex and or gender, not necessarily at the same time, not necessarily in the same way, or not necessarily to the same degree.
Yeah.
So it's basically that you can get attracted to a man or a woman, but it's at
not at
different
the same
times.
time,
It's not necessarily that when you're bisexual, it has to happen at the same time.
True.
I hope they hear.
So that's why we're having this part of
Yeah.
facts and myths, so we get then to
understand.
address the
Yeah,
myths.
yeah.
So I trust that you enjoyed today's episode as much as I did. Thank you for making time to join me on this episode. Until next one, keep well and in touch, of course. Remember that when you watch through a dream stream, I need to get that one right because my tongue
stream.
always,
You're just
you know,
like me.
it gets tongue tied. So if you are watching via Dreamstream app, make sure that you keep the conversation going. You can send me a DM on all my social media platforms. I am Tolo_Mutaung. Otherwise, you can send me an email. My email address is on my bio. When you are watching via YouTube, you always are welcome to leave a comment below. And also, please make sure that you invite others, right? Invite others to watch, share this with others, because it's important as a community that we keep these conversations going. Until next time, have a lovely, lovely day.